MAGA just handed themselves a booby-trapped victory, and they didn't even notice the smoke. Kash Patel, Donald Trump, and half the right-wing internet treated one set of leaked texts like a smoking gun, but the gun keeps changing shape. And the wild part, these texts don't sound like real messages at all. They read like a bad TV script. Yes, the FBI's version looks like fan fiction, and MAGA is furious. But here's the kicker. Neither side actually wants the trial. Both want the narrative. And the narrative? It's collapsing. And wait until you see how this ends. Here's what happened. A chilling note. Alleged texts, a rifle, a campus on lockdown. The FBI released carefully chosen excerpts, and right-wing media ran with them like they'd found the ultimate proof. But the problem is, the language doesn't match how real people talk. It's too formal, too cinematic. And why this matters is simple. Every time a high-profile case like this blows up, it reshapes trust in institutions. It fuels conspiracy theories for years. And it becomes ammunition for whichever side spins it the hardest. Now let's look at the receipts. One of the texts reads, "I had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, and I'm going to take it." That single line was enough to make headlines across the board. But then you actually read the rest, and it's bizarre. The writer carefully explains where the rifle is, how it's wrapped in a towel, who Grandpa is, even why they might abandon the weapon. That's not how people confess to their partner. That's how a screenwriter fills in the audience. It's too neat, too convenient. It solves every question the prosecution could possibly have. And that's the first red flag. Then came the reaction. Steve Bannon immediately said, "I don't buy it." Candace Owens claimed they were doctored. Matt Walsh compared it to Breaking Bad fanfic. Big MAGA names, all agreeing on one thing. This feels staged. And honestly, you don't have to be a conspiracy theorist to notice the problems. The texts have ellipses everywhere, no timestamps, and they're written like a script cleaned up for TV. That's sloppy. Or maybe it's calculated. So the right's question is, did the FBI manufacture this to make their case easier? And the bigger question for the rest of us is, why would anyone risk faking something this big? Then the twist. The charging document quietly dropped one crucial detail. He surrendered. He wasn't turned in by a lover. He wasn't hunted down by the FBI. He walked in. That flips the early conspiracy theories upside down. And yet, even with that, MAGA doesn't admit they got ahead of themselves. They double down. Because for them, admitting the narrative was wrong would mean losing control of the story, and this movement runs on story. Meanwhile, you've got Bannon going full stage director, yelling about escalation. Candace Owens acting like she's the FBI's IT department, demanding all the raw data. And Twitter lawyers pretending they're running a courtroom. It's chaos, but it's also so predictable. People want a tidy villain, a neat confession, and a dramatic arc. But real life is messy. And messy doesn't trend as fast. Here's the problem for MAGA. If these texts really were faked, that would be a career-ending scandal for the FBI. But to prove it, you need evidence in court, a judge, discovery, not a podcast rant. So while they scream about the narrative now, the actual fight is slow, boring, and legal. And political hair-on-fire outrage gives you dopamine, but trials take years, which means the weapon here isn't a rifle. It's the story itself. Whoever controls that wins. And that's the payoff. When the charging document revealed he surrendered, that single detail punctured entire viral theories. The case isn't neat, it isn't plea, and it definitely isn't the script MAGA tried to sell. The bigger lesson, truth is fragile when politics gets involved. The people who benefit from chaos will always sell chaos. The people who benefit from certainty will always sell certainty. And the rest of us get stuck in the middle trying to separate the smoke from the fire. It's getting worse, and here's why. When both sides weaponize ambiguity, the public loses. Facts stop being facts. They become raw material for whoever shouts loudest. And when politics treats every leak like gospel, truth becomes collateral damage. If you cheer only for the destruction of the other side's credibility, congratulations, you're building the next crisis before this one even ends. If you think this was wild, wait until you see what happened yesterday and what it means heading into the midterm. Click on the video right here. You don't want to miss the clip everyone on the right woke up to. And if you like these breakdowns, subscribe, hit like. And if you want to see the raw receipts, I post them on Substack so you can judge for yourself. Let's cross it together. Thanks for watching.